Right, folks, first Christmas build this year. I am going to make 3, possibly 4 items, Scandi style, a bit minimalist. Let me know what you think at the end of the video, and I'm going to be using some 8x1. Right, let's get to it. So I've got this 8x1 pine board here. It's cut, and it's got a slight twist to it as well, but it's some of the old stock I had that's left over from summer where I'd left it in the van and it all just went out. Well, it decided it wanted to go where it wanted to go. So I've just put some brown paper on top of my little workbench here, and I'm using it to mark out the first project. So in this video, there's going to be 3 items. Well, it's 4 technically, but it's like 2 is like 1 item, if that makes sense. It's part of a set. So I'm just marking out here just to get me sort of sizes that I want, just sort of visually what I can see in my head and get a size down. I'm trying to make it so all 3 items will tie in well together as a good piece of Christmas decor, decoration type thing. So just lifting the blade here above the pine, just slightly above it. Now just be careful with cups and walk boards running it through any sort of table saws or miter saws or anything like that. You know, nothing pinches, and just be on your guard. Make sure you've got your wits about you. And I've got to say, this Freud blade makes light work of these boards. It really is a sort of like a really good blade. So I'm just marking up here. This is a step I probably didn't need to do, but I'm just doing it anyway because I'm making this on the youth. As you can see, this first bit here is going to be some sort of tree. I just want a look to this. I want a Scandinavian minimalist sort of vibe going off. Everybody does the Christmas trees where they paint them red and green and they've got candy canes and all this kind of thing. I want something a little bit different. A little bit, something I'd say, I don't know if the right word is, a bit more classy, but you can sort of make that judgment up for yourself. So one of the other bits of the project is a sleigh. So I'm just freehanding a design and with a size obviously on a piece of paper, and then I'm transferring that, just freehanding the vision on that piece of paper over onto the board. And I've got to say, these Stageek mechanical pencil sets, there's a link in the description. They are really, really good. I'm really impressed with them. Well worth a look. A good Christmas gift, actually, for someone who's a woodworker, maybe. And I'm not paid to say that. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape or form. But credit where credit's due. They're quite good. So art is not my strong point, but you've just got to go with it and keep looking at the sort of picture, what you're putting down. And like you sort of see here, I do that and I'm not happy there. I'm just not happy with it. The look's not right. So simply just erase it out and start again. So I want the looks. I want it to be a bit more of a sleeker look. So for this bit where you're cutting out, you could use your bandsaw, you could use a scroll saw. I'm opting to use my jigsaw. I like using the jigsaw and I need some practice with it anyway. And what I've found is if you just use your thumb at one side there, you get a little bit of a, you know, you can sort of like guide it a little bit better. That's something I've learned. If there's any other tips and tricks you guys have got for all the guys that watch these videos, please put them down in the comments. It'd be really appreciated. Everybody watches them. So, you know, putting your comments down with your hints and tips. It's all about learning. And I'm using a red lead here on this. First time I've used a red lead. I used it earlier on in this project. But the red lead, I seem to find to be able to see it a lot better. I don't know if it's just me and my eyes. I don't know. And I mean, that set comes with like a yellow lead as well, you know, for darker wood. So again, I'm just taking my time, just being really patient in how I'm putting. And guys, if it's that time of the video where I ask you to subscribe. You can join our channel membership on YouTube. There's just go on to the lowest fee, and I will be putting regular videos and bits and pieces into there, and everything goes to help the channel grow, get more wood, all that kind of stuff. But subscribe's the main thing. Comment, hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, because I've got some absolute corkers coming up. And my next video after this, I think, is going to be another Christmas project, but something a little bit different. I don't think I've seen anybody on YouTube do it, but I'm not sure. So that's the sort of size thing of it. It's quite a big sort of sleigh. And now I'm marking out for the third project. Now it's 2 items of the same thing, but slightly different sizes. So again, I'm just going with marking it out. Now I've seen a version of this on a website called Pinterest. So it's not an exclusive design by me or anything like that. I did see it, but I'm just going to put my own little sort of take and differentiate it a little bit. And I'm just doing this freehand again. Now I'm on with the normal lead on this pen set. It's really nice when you've got the right things to use, isn't it? I know a normal pencil would have done here, but it's just nice to have nice things sometimes that's sort of cost effective. So I freehanded it. I'm just going over here with a ruler just to sort of sharpen up where I'm going to cut, if that makes sense. I want it a clean cut sort of looking project. And if you'd let me know where you're all from, guys, in the comments, just put your country where you're from and say hi, so I can gauge where my audience is all watching from. And as I'm doing this project, and I'm doing the voiceover today, it's Remembrance Day over here in the UK. I don't know what you guys have in that way, and I just want to say a massive thank you to all veterans from all over the world that have, you know, fought for us and kept us all safe. You're all amazing, and you'll never be forgotten. Not a single one here. So I had a little bit of a problem here with this board because it was cooked and I'm going through. I ended up getting tear out. Now, I thought at first it was my blades, the forcing of it was dulling or something, but it's not there really sharp. So all I can do is put it down to the cupping on the wood. Now, if you guys know better than me, again, in the comments it goes, you can see there where it's sort of blown out the back. I know you can get it on a normal board, but that was just a bit too much. But I can hide that on the inside of the project anyway, to a certain degree. So I'm going with this. A lot of you will have known that I have like a signature look to my stuff with 3 holes, but it all adds to the design on this. And here's my 3-hole design on this one, which again, when you see it at the end, it adds to the Christmas vibe. And I'm just lining that up nice there. I do actually get these in a perfect line this time. So it's router time, using the Melith. And I've just become a ambassador for Melith tools, so there's a code in the description where you can get 15% off. I'm unsure whether you can do that in the US or not, just check. But I do rate these tools, a cost-effective tool I can use with a battery platform. I'm on the DeWalt, but you can get away, you can use them Milwaukee and the Makita, and I think they do the Bosch. And you do see me using these. I have got a DeWalt router, but mini trimmer, but I prefer using the Melif one. And I've got the drill, the Melif drill, what you see me using all the time. They're just really good tools. Credit where credit's due, and I don't mind being an ambassador and putting my sort of name to them, so to speak. But just take it easy. I'm just a slight chamfer going round. And this is to tidy them up. This is an optional extra. Now, what I would say on all your projects, you've heard me say before, make your projects stand out. So another tool I got in this week, this is something I bought myself. This is for projects coming up in the future. What you'll see, I've got some real big projects coming up, and I needed a sander with a bit of heft to it. And I seen a review from another guy, 10-minute workshop, and I seen this, and this will be perfect. It's got that old school vibe to it as well. It's no good for this project. I just got it out of the box to try it like you do with a new tool. But as you can see there, it's just too big for this sort of small project. But it's for some big cabinets I'm going to be making. You'll enjoy them videos. They're in the planning stages now. I just want to get me the tools I need ready. Plus, let's face it, I wanted a new tool, didn't I? I quite like it. It's a nice hefty thing. So let's get back to the sander I need for this job, and just get sanding everything over to a 180 grit. And then every little bit you can't get into with a sander, just get an hand sand on it. Just spend 10 minutes, you know, getting all these little details and little bits done right and professionally. Well, as professional as I can get them. I'm still very much an hobby woodworker. I'm not a professional, not yet anyway. My aim's to be there, but not yet. Always look after your tools after every use. Give them a dust down, a wipe over, a fresh pad for next use, and that'll keep that clean as well. That's ready for next time what I use it. Now I'm going in for a coffee here, and I've had strict instructions I better clean myself off before I come anywhere in the house, or she's got a pan ready waiting to put it straight over my head. So putting the tree together here, you can sort of see the vibe I'm going for, that sort of clean look. So I'm just marking the other section here of something else, and then pile it all in, because I'll screw from underneath. These are going to be like the stands, and then just simply screwing from the bottom. And this is the second one. Important you get them pilot holes drilled as well with this. So I left that for a good 10 minutes just for the glue to sit up a little bit, and then I'm going in with some brad nails here. And then I'm going to screw it as well. You know, just make it to last. How long do you think this is going to last? Once this video goes out, one of the family will have this off me, trust me. Again, I'm just countersinking where I'm going to put this slate together now. And I'm going to add some plugs to this one, because this is sort of like the centerpiece of the three projects, is a sleigh. I don't know what the weather's been like where you are, but here in the UK, the last sort of 4 or 5 days, it's done nothing but rain. On my last project there, the bin shed, I got soaked doing that project. Absolutely soaked. I had to do most of it outside. Again, just take it nice and easy as you screw it in there. You don't want to sort of like pop your way through it. And an old piece of mahogany I had from an antique table I'm using for the plugs. Simple bit of glue and then just plug in. And that mahogany against the pine just gives it a little bit of contrast and a bit of pop. Just tap them home and let them dry. Just cut any excess away. So what projects have you all been on to, guys? Also, let me know in the comments. Be nice to know what everybody's making, and it gives me some ideas as well for future projects. So I'm going over cleaning up everything now. Just giving it a once over, still with a 180 grit, just to get any sort of marks off that may have got on them as I was building them, putting them together. Getting all the dust off. Every little bit of dust has got to come off here. Give it a wipe with a rag, then get the blower on it. And they all get 2 coats of Danish oil. And as simply, that's all I'm using. I could have stained these, painted them, all that kind of thing. But I'm just going for that minimalist look. And look at that grain pot. That is really nice. This is pine. That is pine. And look what that Danish oil is doing to it. Fantastic. And again, you can see them plugs popping there as I'm putting the Danish oil on. And I'm just simply using a foam brush to apply the Danish oil. And what I do is leave it on a good 10-15 minutes in between coats. Give it a wipe over, get any excess off. And here they are finished. Shelley, you'll see in a minute in the video, we'll dress these up. But 2 candles with stars and Christmas trees cut into them. A modern take on a Christmas tree and a sleigh, a modern sleigh. And here's where Shelley's dressed them up. Let me know, guys, what you think. Has she done a good job? I think she's done an excellent job. And I've just put them in front of our log burner. Some chocolates there I'm not allowed to have because I'm on my diet, as you all know. But let me know in the comments what you think, guys. I really enjoyed making this. I'm going to do a couple of Christmas-themed videos for you to enjoy. The next one's going to be a Christmas-themed video, and I've got one more. I'm not sure what the third video will be, but give me your thoughts. Thanks for watching. You're all amazing, and let's get on to the next build.